Okay, we're going to look at some ways to improve your search engine optimization in the Chicago area. There's a whole lot to be said about how to improve your organic visibility, to improve your search visibility. So we're just going to focus on a few tips relating to your Google My Business listing and your local rankings in the Chicago area. So Google has an official help guide out there, and it's called How to Improve Your Local Ranking on Google. So we're just going to walk through some of the things here and how they can help you improve your local rankings. Now, really simply put, your local rankings or your Google My Business usually shows up here. So if I search, say I search dentist Chicago, the first three results here, these are the Google My Business listings or your local results. It's also a good idea to try to rank here because these are going to be also local results. But what we're going to focus primarily on is these local results. And they trigger for any business in the Chicago area where the query warrants local brick and mortar businesses. So there's actually a lot of queries that trigger these maps, and these always do show up at the top right after the ads. So you'll have the ads first, usually followed by the Google My Business listings, 3, and then the local rankings, and all 3 are really localized. So going to the Google's official guide, the first thing is Google wants you to enter complete data on your profile. Basically, this means that you need to fill out as much information on that profile as you can. Your physical address, your phone number, the categories that you work in, the services that you offer. There's quite a few different things that you can do, but you need to make sure that it is filled out the best that you can. And actually, there is a status bar that kind of shows you how well you filled out that profile to help you along to try to achieve 100%. So definitely that you want to try to fill it out to the best of your ability and get as much of it as filled out as possible. The second thing is you need to verify your location in Chicago. So Google will send out a postcard to the address of wherever you're located out. That helps them physically verify that you're a legitimate business in that particular address. And so obviously this is really important to ranking. You need to verify your location. They also want you to make sure that your hours are up to date and accurate. You just give your general hours of operation, but also any days that you're not working, any holidays, you should input those as well and make sure that that is up to date and accurate. Your Google My Business reviews are an important part of that ranking algorithm, and Google wants you to, 1, acquire reviews, but 2, to properly manage those reviews, which is to respond to them and to make sure that you are active on your profile. So you want to gain as many reviews as you can, quality reviews, but then also responding to reviews as well. And then add any photos or videos that you have to your profile to make it a little bit more rich with rich media. So that is really the first thing, is to make sure that your Google My Business profile is completely filled out with all the proper information. The next thing that's going to help in how Google determines your rankings is going to be relevance. So Google refers to how well a local business profile matches what someone is searching for. Add complete and detailed business information to help Google better understand your business and match your profile to relevant searches, right? So the services that you offer, the categories that you're in are important to relevance, but also just this content on your site as well. Google's going to pull that data to understand relevance. One of the most important parts of it is just your name, right? Oftentimes, Google does give preference to even just the business name itself, in particular if people are searching for a brand. So that can have a lot of weight, is even just your business name. Distance is actually a really important part of the algorithm. We call this proximity or distance, and it says distance considers how far each potential search result is from the location term used in a search. If a user doesn't specify a location in their search, that will calculate the distance on what to do about their location. So if you are a dentist and you are in downtown Chicago and somebody 70 miles away searches for dentists, you're likely not going to show up, because between downtown Chicago and 70 miles away, there may be 400 dentists. And so each query kind of has a general proximity about how many businesses should show up within a proximity or a distance. And so if you're a business where there's a lot less competition, say you are a Lexus dealership where there only may be a handful of those in the Chicago area, you're gonna see a map that shows the whole entire city. If you're a coffee shop or a pizza shop where there's a ton of pizza shops and a ton of coffee shops in the Chicago area, when somebody Googles coffee, Google's going to show them a very narrow or very small map of just a couple blocks, because there may be 4 coffee shops in 5 blocks in the Chicago area. So it depends on what the level of competition is and how many people have that same type of business within an area. So you have to remember that if you're trying to get customers that are dozens or hundreds of miles away, and there is, multiple businesses like yours between you and where the person searched, it's not very likely that you're going to show up, because distance and proximity do have a lot of weight in this. The last one, which is also the most complicated, is what Google calls prominence. It says prominence refers to how well known a business is. Some places are more prominent in the offline world, and search results try to reflect this in local ranking. For example, famous museums, landmark hotels, or well-known store brands are also likely to be prominent in local search results. Prominence is based on information that Google has about a business from across the web, like links, articles, directories. Google review count and review score factor into local search ranking. More reviews and positive reviews can improve your business's local rankings. Your position in web results is also a factor, so search engine optimization best practices apply. So basically, Google's going to be grabbing information from all over the web and determining how you rank against your competitors. Your links matter, articles, the authority of your site, the relevance of your site matters. And again here, they again mention your reviews. As more reviews is good, positive reviews is good. So definitely how you do your general search engine optimization is going to heavily impact even your Google My Business listing and how that ranks. So that's kind of some few tips and information on how to rank your business better in the in the Chicago area. Google does have this article on how to improve those rankings. Obviously, we're an agency, and this is what we do every day, is help our clients improve their local rankings, but improve their rankings in the general listing as well. So thank you.